let's do something very. So members,
Yes, teacher.
are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. All right. So the last time we met, I gave you this exercise to try it. To try it out because we are looking at application of logarithm. Because we also said that logarithm can also be used in evaluating roots. In evaluation of what? Roots. And we gave a very many example on that. We gave very many examples of that, where we said square root means a number has been raised to the power a half. Cube root means a number has been raised to the power a third. Fourth root means a number has been raised to the power a quarter. Fifth root means the number has been raised to the power a fifth. These are what we discussed the other time. So we also went ahead. We talk of when a number has been raised to another power, we multiply the powers. So those are the things we are going to apply here. So the last question I gave you was, use the logarithm to evaluate. Lynette, you did this number very well, but for you, you have used square root, but you still got the same answer. That was good. But now the question here is a cube what? Members, the question is here is what? Cube root. This one means, which means cube root means we said that number has been raised to the power a third. So we have that number there. We have that number there. So which means you are going to say 48.5, you change it in, like we normally do, number, standard form, logarithm. So you find that we have 48.5 equals to 4 point that to the power 1. You get the logarithm of that, which is 1 point that. Members, when you are writing this, you must be very careful. You write the characteristic. After writing the characteristic point, then the number that you get, the logarithm of this number, you write it after, you write the numbers after the decimal point. 0 point, you leave out the 0 because now this 0 is being presented by the characteristic. So you write just 6.85. Then you come and follow this. Now you bring now the power to the power third. This one means the number will be multiplied by what? By what? By a third. That's why we multiplied here by a third. So when you multiply, members, you have to pay attention here. That's why many of you goes wrong. If the characteristic is negative, I will show you how to work out with it, how to work out with negative characteristic. But if the characteristic is a positive, like here, like our characteristic is positive, right? Not so?
Yes.
Yes. For that case, you divide it directly. You just put 1.6857 divide by what? Divide by what? 3, which will give you directly this. I think that. I think that, members?
Yes.
But if the characteristic is negative, I will show you how to work with it. There's a difference how we handle negative characteristic and a positive characteristic. That's why we normally say that pay attention. You have to be very careful when working with negative characteristic. Are you together, members? But if a characteristic is positive, just divide normally. When the characteristic say not, when the characteristic, when the what? The characteristic is positive. When the characteristic is positive, divide or multiply the logarithm normally. What? Normally. Are you together?
Yes.
So now you start working, you get the antilog times 10 to the power 0, you get the antilog of this, which is 3 point that, now which will give us this. Are you together, members? Are you together?
Yes.
Let's add one more example on that. Let's go to our exercise here. I think this example number 15. Let's work it out. Are you seeing that number 15?
Yes.
Let's prove that one out. Members, to remind you, today we are only going to do revision. We are going to do only what? Revision. So in these first few minutes, we are going to revise all the question under logarithm, so that when we come back in the second session, we are going to look at indices and surds. Indices and what? And surds. The question is saying, use logarithm to evaluate. They've given us this what? Is the cube root. is a what? It's a cube
Cube
root
root
of 0.256 times 14.7 over 8.6 times 38.5. Sorry, 0.5. Solution. Members,
Yes, teacher.
how many? This one now has been combined. This is a combined operation. Combine what?
Operation.
Combined operation on logarithm. So we have roots. We have what? Roots.
Root.
We also have what? We also have what?
Multiplication.
We have multiplication, and then we also have what?
Division.
Division. So the first thing, we are going to work on them normally. So we are going to start by denominator. But when you see this cube root is for all of them, is for both denominator and what? Denominator. Denominator. So we are going to first work on a denominator. Then we divide the answer we are going to get with the what? With the denominator. The answer that we are going to get, again, we put it to the power what? To the power a third. To the power a third. Because this is cube root. Are you together?
Yes.
Let's work on it. So we draw our table normally, like we normally do. We draw our what? Table. We draw our table there. Members, are we drawing? Be drawing yours. Also be drawing yours from there. Be drawing yours from there. Members, are we together?
Yes.
We have number. Then we have what? Standard
Form.
Standard form. And then what? Log.
Okay.
What is our first number? Our first number is 0.256. 256. So what is that one in standard form? It becomes 2.56 times 10 to the power what? To the power negative. We have moved on a one step. To the power negative what? 1. So you put here 1 what?
Bar.
1 bar.
Bar.
If you have a log table, just press it. Just look at it. Log of what? 2.56. 2.56. You get what? You get 4 0 8 8 what? 82 to 4 decimal places. To 4 decimal places. What is the next one? We are multiplying. We are what? Multiplying. So 14.7. 14.7 in standard form is 1.47 times 10 to the power what? To the power 1. So, so this one become 1 point. 1 point. So what is the log? Log of 1.47. What do you get? You get 1.667 what? 73. That is our denominator. So we stop there first. We first stop what? There we rule that one out. We first simplify this one, okay? Members, we first what? Simplify that. So we are multiplying numbers. What do we do to their logarithm? What do we do?
Add.
We add.
We add.
So we shall have 2 plus this will give us 5. 8 plus 7 will give us 15. We carry 1 there.
Right,
so,
5 carry.
So 1. 1 plus 6. 1 plus 6,
7.
We get 7. Then 1 plus 5, 4 plus 1, we get 5.
5.
Point. Negative 1 plus 1. We get what?
0.
0. Because now this is for only the denominator, is only for the what?
0. Numerator.
I extend it this side. So I write it 0.5755. Right together, members?
Yes.
We go to the denominator. What do we have in our denominator? In the denominator, we have
8 point.
8 point what? 8.6.
6.
What is 8.6 in standard form? It's the same as 8.6 times 10 to the power what?
0.
The power 0. So we write 0 point. So what is log? Log of 8.6. What do you get? We get 9.
340.
3, 4. 4 what? 4, 5.
0.
If you round off.
Wait, 5. Sorry,
Yes,
5.
yes. The next one is 38 point. Is that 38.5? What is 38.5 in standard form, members? 3.85 times 10 to the power. How many steps have we moved? We have moved only one step.
1.
Right? So which means it become
Yes.
1 point. 1 point. So what is a log? Log of what? 3.85.
85.
What is that? Is 5?
5855.
5. Good. Members, let me hope we are moving together.
Yes.
Is there another number we have left in the denominator? No. So
No.
we rule it out. We rule this one, okay? We rule this one. We rule it. We rule it. We are multiplying. These numbers were being multiplied. So what do we do to that logarithm? We also what?
Add.
We also add. So 5 plus 5.
10.
5, we write there 0. We carry 1. Not so?
Yes.
So this will be 5. 5 plus 5 again.
10.
Then we write 0. We carry 1. So this will be 4. 4 plus 8. That is 12. We write 2. We carry 1. So that will be 10. 10 plus 5. 15.
15.
I write 5. I carry 1. So which means here will be 1. 1 plus 1.
2.
2. So which means I carry this one. I write here 2.5200.
Yeah.
I think that, members?
Yes, teacher.
Now that is the combined. That is the what? For numerator and what?
Denominator.
Denominator. So now we are going to get a single value for all of, because these roots, this cube root, this root sign is for all of them. Is for all of what?
All of them.
All of them. So now we are going to have this divide by this, and we are dividing logarithms. So what do we do?
Subtract.
We subtract. We what?
Subtract.
So what shall we have?
5.
Let me write it here. Let me write it here.
5.
Let me write it down. Let me extend this line here, okay?
Yes.
Members?
Yes, teacher.
We are subtracting. We are what?
Subtracting.
We have 5 minus 0. We get
5.
We get 5. 5 minus 0. We get
5.
5. 7 minus 2.
5.
We get 5. 5 minus 5.
0.
0. Point. 0 minus 2.
Negative 2.
So which means there will be 2.
Negative.
Will be 2 bar. I think that?
Yes.
Now what we have got it, this one without the what? Without the square root. I mean without the cube root. I think that.
Yes.
So let's come here now. Let's come here. Let's come here. So now this time I will have, let me say here, we shall have, let me put it like this, 0.256 times what? Times 14.7 over 8.6 times what? 38.5.
38.5.
To the power what? To the power?
A
A
third.
third.
A third.
But now we remember is the power third. What does we said if the number is raised to the power, which means we are going to multiply the powers. Which means we are going to multiply the what?
The powers.
Which means we are going to multiply this one by what? We are going to multiply this one by
Third. A
what?
third.
By a
A
third.
third.
We are multiplying it by what? A third. But remember, members here, we have a negative characteristic. We have a negative what?
Characteristic.
When we are dealing with negative characteristic, you don't divide it just normally. We don't divide it just what?
Normally.
Normally. So we have to separate. We have to separate the characteristic and the what? And the mantister. We have to separate the characteristic and what?
The mantister.
The mantister. So let me have a side work here. Side what?
Work.
Side work. So we have 2.05555. Okay? Is being
Yes.
divided by what? Is being divided by 3 or multiplied by a third. I think that?
Yes.
So now this one is the same as members. It's same as having -2, negative what? 2 plus. Now I'm separating the characteristic from the mantister. Okay? 0.0555
Yes.
like that. Divided by what?
3.
Now, members,
Yes, teacher.
what we need to do here now, you have to think of simplifying this number in such a way that you have a number which is divisible by what? Which is divisible? A number which is what? Divisible by what? Which is divisible by?
3.
By 3. Which number is that? Which does not change this? Which does not change this? Which number is that? I know that. Which number is that, members? Which number is that? That does not change the meaning of that. It will still give us -2. Which number is that? One of them must be positive. A positive number, when you add to this negative, must give us this -2. Which number is that? Members, which number is that?
+4.
What about 3 minus 5? 3 minus 5 give us negative what?
-2.
Negative what?
2.
-2. So we know that 3 is divisible by? Remember, 3 is what? Or this one also we also can have -3 plus what? Plus 1. This one also give us negative. I think that.
Yes.
So we are going to take this one. Why? Because this one has become very easy to work with, because now this one again we have 5. 5 is not again divisible by that. I think that.
Yes.
So now I will come here. Now I will say -3 plus 1.00555 divide by what? Divide by 3. Now what I will do, I will put here -3 plus. Sorry, this one should be plus here. There should be plus here. Plus. Are you together, members?
Yes.
Now I will this one, because this one is a positive. This one is a what? Is a positive characteristic. I will combine it with this to give me 1.0555 like that. Divide by what? By 3. Because what I need to get a number, a characteristic which is exactly divisible by that. Are you together, members? Now this one will be -3 divided by what? By this 3 plus 1.0555 divided by what? By 3. Members, are you seeing that?
Yes.
-3 divided by 3. What do you get? We get negative what? -1 plus. Now this one, the characteristic is positive. We can divide it normally. We can divide that one what? Normally. So you just put 1.0555 divided by what? By 3. I think that?
Yes.
What do you get? You get what? We get 0.351 what?
8.
1.8. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Now, when I
0.2.
when I combine that, now that one is this is a characteristic. This is what?
A characteristic.
Then this is our what? That is our man.
Mantista.
That is our mantista. Now, which means I will write a single logarithm, which is the same as 1 bar point. Then I write 3, 5, 1, 8. Have you seen that, members?
Yes.
Have you understood that?
Yes.
Good. So now I come and put it here. Let's come and put it back here. So when we divide it, we got. Let me extend let me extend mine here so that my work is nice and smart. So that my work is nice and what?
Smart.
And smarty. Good. So when I divided, we got what? Negative 1 bar point what?
0.3518.
3, 5.
3518.
Like that. Not so?
Yes.
Now what do we need here? We need to start moving backward. We need to start moving what? We get the antelope. We get the what? The antelope. So we come here. So this one is the same as time 10 to the power what? The characteristic is -1, which means time is 10 to the power -1. Are you seeing that, members?
Yes.
Now we get the antelope of, let's get the antelope of, shift antelope of what? Of 0.35 what? 18.
8.
What do you get? Is
248.
Is 2.248. Members, are we together on that?
Yes.
Now, but this number here is raised to the power negative. What does it mean? Which means like we are dividing it by 10. Not so?
Yes.
Which means this one is going to be the same as 0. What? 0.2248. Members, have you seen that?
Yes.
So what is our answer now? Our answer is what? 0.2248. Members, have we seen that? Have we seen that?
Yes.
Any question? Any question? We have 9 minutes to go for a break. I mean 8 minutes. We can do one more, not so?
Yes.
Now, which one should we do? Which one should we do from here? Number 7, we have already done it. Can we do number 12? Members, can we do number 12?
Number 12. Yes.
Let's look at number 12. We have 8 minutes remaining. Next question. The question is what? We know the question is to evaluate. So they have given us square root of, that one is square root of 0.0189 divided by 2.3. We know that this is the same as 0.0189 over what? 2.35 to the power what? To the power? A half, because square root means a number has been raised to the power half. And this square root is for all of them, is for all of what?
All of them.
For all of them. So, which means I will get the logarithm of 0. That. I will also get a logarithm of 2.35. Then I combine them together. Then I divide it by half. Then I divide it by half. Are you together, members? Are we together on that?
Yes.
So what have you understood so far? Well, the most important thing here is you have to be very careful when dealing with negative characteristic. Okay? When dealing with negative what? Characteristic. But for a positive, you just multiply or divide normally. You divide or multiply what? Normally. Are you together?
Yes, it
So
is.
number, standard form, then what? Log. Our first number there is what? 0.0189. So what is this one in standard form? It's going to be 1.89 times 10 to the power what? How many steps have we moved? -2, right? So this one become 2 what? Become 2 bar point. What is the logarithm of? Log of 1.89. What do you get? Is 2.765. Members, are we together on that?
Yes.
That is only that. Then we go to the next number. Let's close this because that we have only one number in the denominator. Only one number in the what?
Denominator.
In the denominator we have 2.35. This one in standard form is going to be 2.35 times 10 to the power what? To the power 0. So this will be 0. So what is the log? Log of 2.35. We get
3710. 111.
Yes. Is that another number there? No. We close this. Now we have the two logarithms. We have the two what? Logarithm. And we are dividing the numbers. What do we do to them? We what?
Subtract.
We subtract. So let's start subtracting. 5 minus 4. I mean 5. I've given the answer already. Can you see that? 5 minus 1.
4.
We get 4. 6 minus 1. We get 5. 7 minus 7. We get what?
0.
0. 2 minus 3. Is it possible?
No.
So we come and borrow here. Remember, you are borrowing from a negative, which means when you are borrowing from a negative, the number become more what? Become more negative. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Because -2 again take away 1, which means the number become more negative. So which means when you borrow 1 from here, this one become what? 12. Okay? Then this one become negative what? This one now become negative what? Negative what? -3. So 12 minus 3, what do you get? We get 9. Point. -3 now. Now this is we have -3. -3 minus 0, what do you get? We get 3. We get 3 bar.
3.
But remember, if you look at the numbers here, the number is
Teacher,
yes.
how did that negative thing come about?
You are borrowing from a negative. You have -2. Again, you are taking away 1. I think that the number become more negative. You are borrowing a negative. You are getting a negative. You are getting 1 from here. So it's -2. Again, take away 1. What do you remain with? You remain with -3. Not so. Have you seen that? Yes, that's how we handle it. So we have that. So now, members.
Who?
So which means now to get this, so 0.89 over 2.35 to the power half will be, now we shall have 3 bar point 9054 times what? Times a half. Now remember here the power is a negative. It's a negative characteristic. So what do we do? See how we first go for side work. Sidewalk. Now I have -3.9054. I want to divide it by what? To divide it by 2. So, but we know that this one, now first look at this. -3, we have to simplify by where in such a way that negative is divisible. I want to remove this one. So which number should I put in place of this? without changing the meaning. Without changing the meaning. That can also
Negative
negative 3
minus
plus
1.
plus 9054 divided by 2. Which number is that, members? Negative what?
Negative 2 minus 1.
Negative 2 minus minus 1. No, I want the one that we add when we add, because I want to add it to this one. That must be addition, so that I can add it to the positive characteristic. Which one is that? Is it negative 4 plus what? Are you seeing that?
Negative 4 plus 1.
Plus 1. So that they give me negative 3. Are you seeing that? So now I will have negative 4 plus 1 plus 0.9054. Divide everything by what? Divide everything by 2. Now this one will give me negative 4 plus, I add now this one because it's a positive. So will give me 1.9054. Divide this one by 2. Divide also this one by 2. What do you get here? This one will give us negative what? Negative 2 plus negative 2 plus. So just put 1 point, because this one is a negative, is a positive characteristic. You just divide it normally. 0.51 divided by 2. We get 0.9527. Members, have you seen that? Members, have you seen that?
Yes.
Good. Our time is, we are just left with seconds. So we shall join back and then we continue from there. So yeah, this one you have to be very careful when dealing with negative characteristic. When dealing with negative and you